What's going on, guys? We're in the building. We're starting on time and early, a little early on this live. So this live might be a little controversial to some people, people with irrational minds, people with without the ability to keep it real and base opinions on reality. This is gonna be a little controversial for y'all. You know, I think a lot of y'all might feel some kind of way. Shout out Cheeky Chops in the building, first in the building. But yeah, this might be a controversial subject, guys. Like I know a lot of women are gonna be upset with what I'm gonna say on here today. Shout out to Good Riddance. Now, mind you guys, these are my opinions. I'm showing my face. These are my opinions. Shout out to Nab. Um, I'm gonna give y'all my little soliloquy that's gonna last for about an hour. Or not an hour, but about 20 minutes, and then I hope to get Paris and OG on here. Shout out to Nab. We got Paris already in the building. What is life in the building? Cheeky Chops once again. Um, I'm gonna base the next 20 minutes on my experience. Okay. I'm gonna go off of reality. And what hyped me up to do this live was Paris, by the way, because OG's been taking L's this whole week. I feel bad for him. I'm sorry, OG, taking L's, but Paris is cooking them because what happens is this. Okay, men that can, I'm gonna get this simple, and this ain't to the OG or nobody. I'm just speaking facts. Men that do not have the ability to get a 25-year-old chick because they're, let's say, 38 like me or 40 or 45, they're going to use a cop out of, I don't want a young chick. A 40-year-old or 50-year-old chick is hotter, which is diabolical, which is like not real. Now, here's the thing. If you have the ability to get a young chick, but you choose an older woman, you're living in reality of what you like. And that's what I, for the most part, um, rock with. Because most men can get a younger chick, even if they're 40 years old, because you got to have resources. Now, if you don't have resources, you got to have game and potential, unless the chick is fat and like undesirable. Now, here's the situation in regards to that, guys. The debate ain't on who's better, because in reality, the 40-year-old might be better in some metrics than a 25-year-old. Okay, but you got to remember, when a guy's single and a guy's qualified to be in a relationship and be with somebody, he's going to choose the 24-year-old over the 50-year-old all day. Because let's think about it. Like, let's think about science. The 50-year-old, more than likely, they're going to let themselves go. There's not too many 50-year-old women that keep themselves up. Now, mind you, Regina Hall is a hotter 50-year-old than a 25-year-old chick. But there's not too many Regina Halls and women that maintain their bodies like Regina Hall did and still continues to do. So you got to remember, the 50-year-old woman, the reason why she's 50 and single and looking is due to the fact that she poorly chose for, 30 or so years. She chose all the wrong men. Now that she's 50 and she's settled for the most part, because most 50-year-old women let themselves go, now she expects to get a qualified man or get a man to look her way out of pity, out of like I got some seasoning on me. I got some time or some, what do you call it? They say I got some stories or journey on me or whatever it is. And that doesn't make up for the fact that you can't bend your knees all the way. That does not make up for the fact that you probably smell. It does not make up for the fact that you're probably annoying because you try to be cool and lit, but you sound old as hell. Razor, by the way, power gigging is okay, decent. I'm not gonna say it's the best because like I'm kind of spoiled now that I can go any area. and I'm picking the wrong areas. Right now, the area I'm at, no deliveries. But I'm about to go back downtown, which is the bread and butter for me. But yeah, I was busy for like a solid 4 hours, and then it got kind of like slow. Crystal, what's messed up? I'm confused. Oh, OG, before Paris cooks you, no offense to you, I'll let you come and defend women that are 50 plus years old. It's a true story. I'm sorry. All women are going to turn 50. It's like all men are going to turn 50. But the difference is women have options. They get to pick a man at any age, but they choose the hot thing at that time, and a lot of them choose poorly. Okay? It is a fact. It is a fact. And by the way, older women equals more experience. What man looks at more experience as something that's admirable, something that is a turn on? You gotta understand, okay? Like 40, nah, I can't. 50, and what I mean by 40 is because we have people that's 40 who are still attractive. But let's be real. A lot of 40-year-old women, 45-year-old, especially women, and then 50-year-old women, especially 50-year-olds, are freaking a mess. Because the 50-year-old woman that is single, that is out here dating, trying to look, she's going to be trying to date like she's a freaking 25-year-old. And nobody wants that because of the fact, I'm sorry, but I'm not wine and dining, taking you out to eat and doing all that when you literally spent 30 years getting back blown out by somebody else. Now I'm supposed to like pay for that situation. So like the reason why OG's about to get this smoke from Paris is because he had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to freaking come on my in my chat talking about there's 40-year-old and 50, no, actually he said 50-year-old women that can stack up with 25-year-old women. I'm sorry, dude. No, it's not. Okay. You gotta remember. Okay, Crystal, do me a favor. Email me, Crystal, a picture of a 50-year-old woman that's not a celebrity that hasn't had her face done up. Email me a picture of that woman, and I'll put it on the screen. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to do that. A 50-year-old woman that's hotter than a 25-year-old. And once again, I want y'all to keep in mind that this ain't a diss to older women. It's just a fact that, like, um, shout out to David in the building, OG, and they do, Pandemic in the building. It's just a fact that why would a man? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to be rude. But what I'm saying is, when you get up at that age, now I'm getting text messages about tearing down women. The same way women, they talk about if a man don't got a certain amount of money on channels, and women aren't there talking about why are you talking about men's how much money man got. I'm talking about these things because of a conversation that people, and I got a message that said people are lucky to reach 50. That's the point. If a woman is lucky to reach 50, why would I want to date that woman when I could date a 25-year-old woman? You understand what y'all saying? Think about that. Somebody was so quick to like defend without thinking about the fact that that woman is gonna be almost dead at 50 years old. Why would I want something that got 10 years left and I gotta see her die? And then it's gonna get to a point once you go through menopause and all of that, like you can't even have sex no more. Like the person texts me right now, when does a woman go through menopause? You text me that real quick and let me know. When does a woman go menopause? Because when I was told when a woman goes through menopause, some women don't want to have sex no more, and then some women want to have a lot of sex. But the point of the matter is this. I'm sorry, women, but you gotta pick better. You can't be playing around choosing the wrong guy that's gonna have you, you know, down bad. Like you're gonna have you down bad, hoping to find love. See, oh, okay, so a woman at 45 goes through menopause. So, and I'm talking to somebody that would know, a woman. OG, you see how you overinflate something? So, why would I want to date a woman in her 40, 45 unless there was a unique connection that I had with that woman personally that was built among time and you had things to play? That's the only reason why a man would date an older woman. And the only reason why I'm going in on this topic, by the way, guys, this ain't a shot. I know a lot of y'all thinking of the YouTube part and all. I'm not talking about her direct. I'm talking about when I made my video earlier, talking about people. Okay, so I'm happy the person's texting me that's texting me right now. Let me explain to you guys. Somebody just said that they don't feel comfortable getting older now. Here's the situation. You don't get older alone. You don't die alone. That's the point. Like if you are with a guy in your prime 20s, 30s, you're with a guy, then when you get to 40, you should be already married. You should be um, you know, like you're pretty much under that man's power, like you're submitting to that man. So that man is gonna be with you and rock with you forever. That's how it works. But a lot of you women, because of what you guys are being brainwashed into thinking, you think that you guys to spend all your time chasing a career, money, and success and all of that. And then when you hit 40, 45 years old, 50 especially, now you're ready to settle down thinking that that money and power is going to get you a man, but that's going to get you somebody that wants you to just pretty much die so he can get all your money. And then keep this in mind, guys, okay? It ain't the same for men because men live longer, okay? Nowadays, to where men live longer to where you guys don't have to pick and choose a old ass dude, thinking that because guess what? If you get with an old ass dude, most old ass men know how to groom themselves, smell good, they're still like in shape. You got options. And then they got money. And then they got money that you're gonna get when he dies. So there's benefit for you being with an older guy. But it's not the same for women because when a woman dies, 9 times out of 10, you're not getting nothing other than a life insurance policy. And by that age, you know how hard it is because a lot of women don't got life insurance policies. So you know how hard it is when they die to actually get something, leave with something. So the whole point of the matter is the only men that's going to cape for old women are going to be men that can't get younger women. Because if a man is single, no man is going to say, I'm going to choose a 50-year-old woman over a 25-year-old woman that's going to have no baggage, no drama. It's going to be fun. It's going to be willing to submit, willing to do all these things compared to the older woman that's going to be a hassle, a pain in the ass, a problem. And that's the truth. I'm sorry to say it. And it would stand true with men. Like there's no like you don't want to take a man, and that's the reason why we even category. You don't want to go with the guy that's like freaking 40 years old and broke, 45 years old broker. You don't want to get with that guy. That's the equivalent of being with a that's the equivalent of being with a woman who's in her 50s. And you got to remember, we don't like when it comes to women, we want, the woman crap. We want the woman to be hot ultimately. If you waited that long to be with somebody. What happened to Why is stupid Jack in the Box door closed? All right, let me put the link up. Put the link up real quick. And come on, guys. Nap, please don't start that nap. Don't be removing comments, please, Nap. Cause I don't want you know the rule. We're not doing that no more. What do you mean? Know about preference? We're talking about preference. No man preference is to have a freaking like. If you can have one or the other, you're not gonna choose the one. Okay,
How you
so
doing? How you doing today, DJ?
what's going on? Welcome to the live. Just know that you better tread lightly because Paris is lurking and he's gonna cook you because there's no way what you were saying to him you can make that make sense. But go ahead and try.
I'm not trying to make it make sense. I think y'all just lack comprehension. I said for you to say there are no 40 and 50-year-old attractive women is crazy.
I didn't say there's none, but there's like if you take a whole 100% of those women, you might have 5% of them or like compared to like a 25 or 30-year-old, not no comparison.
Now I agree. In youthful beauty, then women might be superior. But let me tell you what happens to a woman's body when she turns about 28, 29. It starts to fill out. Her hips get more full. Her breasts get more full. A lot of doctors are arguing young women are getting plastic surgery too early. They haven't even got their adult body yet.
Bro, you're going to the extremes. Talking about a normal woman, not a woman that gets surgery. No, I'm talking about a normal woman. Okay, it's just a normal American woman who's 25 compared to one who's 50. You're telling me you're going to choose a 50-year-old woman? Can you name one 50-year-old woman in Hollywood other than Regina Hall that's
Angela
fat?
Bassett,
Bro, come on, man. You don't see what she look like now?
I think she's
So you're gonna
beautiful.
take you're gonna take you're gonna take Angela Bassett over 25-year-old. Okay,
Real
forget about
quick, real
her.
quick, real quick. Can we
Go
argue
ahead.
in good faith? Will you deal with my
Go for it.
points and not just no? This I think this is important to the conversation. You have to deal with the points I'm making.
Go for it. Make a point that makes sense.
The point that I am making is that a woman's value is not only in her beauty.
Of course.
So when you ask me why would I choose a 40, which is closer to my age than 50, but a 40-year-old woman over a 25-year-old woman, because the problem with younger women is that feminism ideal mindset. It's all about cooperation. And this is probably gonna be the most diabolical thing I say. But women in their 40s are more apt to be in cooperation with a man than a woman who's 25.
Who? Okay. Um, what qualities would a 40-year-old woman give you that would cause you to take her over a 25-year-old chick? Shout
A
out to
store,
James.
a history of dependability, a career.
Oh my
Oh
God, this
shit!
dude.
Oh my god! What the
Oh my God, this fucking asshole. I gotta
lock him?
stop this. I gotta end this live, man.
End it. Go ahead.
I'll be back.